And I literally sat there and I was like, wait, this is the whole point of this thing. I didn't want to use it and then show the freaking thing on camera. This thing is great. You can see all the hair in it.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the FLEXCAST, and we are back with Steve, the motherfucking gamer.
You already know.
Harrison, Harry, the Nevel.
The Nevel.
The Nevel.
The new one.
Me, Haas, and another. This is the third time.
Third appearance.
Third appearance. It's Black.
The most recurring guest.
Black.
Back like I never left.
Boss.
I'm not a guest. Anyway, thanks for joining us, guys. It's been a couple of weeks since our last episodes. We've been doing a lot of things. There's been a lot going on. I have not been even in town. And Steve, do you want to give a little bit of an announcement?
No, I'm not ready. I mean, I'll be ready soon. But
okay, so no.
Other than moving,
no announcement from Steve. Yeah, so Steve is moving. That's the announcement.
I mean, we're already done. We done now.
Steve
The announcement is
moved.
he sold his GTR.
And no,
I'm kidding.
And we're also here in Harrison's warehouse. So that's another big change. We're in the warehouse. Are you gonna call it something or just the warehouse?
The Nevel Warehouse.
Oh, Nevel Warehouse. Branding, baby.
Yep.
So we're in Harrison's warehouse. You guys can't see it right now, but this is just one corner of it. It's pretty big, pretty spacious. He also does his car things here when he washes his cars, which is, I think, weird. But he's got his editing set up here. And
plus, he doesn't wash his cars because he's too rich. So
no,
he pays somebody to do it.
It's not the case. I just don't want to spend all that time.
Same guy who will mow his own lawn, blow his own leaves.
Because I enjoy that. I don't enjoy washing my car. You enjoy washing your car, right? Do you like washing your car, Steve?
I actually do, yeah.
But do you do it?
Yeah.
When?
We got
was the last time you washed
a sponsored car?
When was the last time you washed your car?
Yesterday. I just parked.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, and then you enjoy washing.
I can't stand it. I'm sponsored by.
You can't stand washing your car, or you can't stand it being.
I can't stand washing my car.
You hate washing your car.
Sometimes
I see you washing your car all the time.
Because I'm sponsored by it.
Where he's doing a read.
Yeah.
Getting that percentage.
I'm trying to sell some
Isn't it
stuff.
G-Technic, right?
Yes. Yes.
It does look like good stuff, though.
It's great stuff.
Is that what you use?
No, I was Adams Polishes sponsored me for a couple years when I was more in the car scene, and they still over the years just send me gift cards so I can just stock up. But now I use a whole variety of products.
So you're G-Technic sponsored.
Yeah, and part of me, the reason I don't wash it that much is my car's been wrapped for 3 years. It's kind of faded, sun faded. So
the yellow
when I do
one.
wash it,
Talking about the yellow.
Yeah, even when I do wash it, doesn't look that.
It looks
great.
It looks now like a burnt sunflower.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. And, damn. I'm scared to pull it off because I don't know what it looks like under there. Sometimes wrap.
What's the original color?
It's Jerez Black, which is like a dark blue pearl black, kind of like carbon black on the E36.
Yeah. I have the carbon black on the X7 here.
Yeah. So it looks good, but I don't know what it's going to look like under the wrap since it's been wrapped so long. Damn. Sometimes when you pull wrap off, it can pull paint off.
Oh, yeah. Especially.
You're just going to leave it forever?
Depends on.
Well, I'm going to wait until I know I'm going to wrap it like another color or something.
Yeah, you're going to rewrap it.
That way, if I do pull it off and it looks bad, it'll look bad for like a week.
Yeah.
I don't want to pull it off now and be like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then have to drop that every day. So.
Well, our boy Flavio over at Top Car will take care of you.
That's true. That's true. I've been looking at your blue too. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a good color.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you.
The car scream and the color scream too.
That's true. Although Harrison was making fun of me last night about how my horn does not scream.
That sounded.
Yeah, that's
hilarious.
crazy. That Ferrari horn though.
Pathetic. It is so pathetic.
It sounded like the original Ferrari horn.
It is, and it's like a clown horn.
You know what I mean? Like
Me?
original,
Old,
like
old.
1960s.
I know.
Think about
I'm pretty sure it is
a trolley going down the road, like a little trolley, or like that one of those things where people like use the bike pedals to like move the little cart, and when they're doing like bachelorette parties or something, and they have like a little squeak horn, or like on a bike, like a bike squeak horn.
It does sound like that.
That's it.
The car's like whoa. And it's like, then he made me honk it again. He heard it. He was like honk it again. I was like,
He was
no.
like worried about people like getting mad that he's honking. I'm like, they're not. You can't tell that this is a honk. You literally can't.
It sounds like a bike horn. Is what it sounds like. It's sad.
Damn.
Have you ever modded a horn on your car?
I have not. I usually just rev it.
Right.
Yeah, but you have a clutch. You don't.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean, I just
neutral.
hit
You can
neutral.
just-
yeah.
Did both
But
shifters.
it's easier just to go like
I don't
this.
really rev. I don't rev though. I don't really rev.
What?
That's a
no way.
No, I don't rev. I
Yes,
don't.
you do.
What,
We
Hans?
get to the car show, you put it in park,
That was
and you give it a wham.
that was
Then
the
you
one
move
time.
it
That
2 feet.
okay. First of all, that was the one time I've ever done that.
Nah, is he capping?
No,
Yeah, he
no.
is.
Okay,
Straight
tell me
up,
another time.
boss.
Tell me another time I
Straight
did.
up.
Tell me another time.
Oz, you pull in somewhere and you just wham.
No, that's not what I do.
Yes, it is.
No.
Did he do it at the Tuesday meet?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
and he
that's
sat
what I
there
did.
and repped it for everybody.
That's more than one time.
No, that was the one time.
You did that caffeine and octane.
Caffeine octane.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Every
true.
time you move the car,
That's
caffeine
true.
octane, you wham.
No, because I mean, there's like people asking me to do it. I don't do it like unsolicited. I don't. I mean, okay, when I'm driving, I never do that. I'm fucking
You just ride
downshifting.
9,000 RPMs.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely do that.
I would
You'll
say
keep it in first.
Haas is the F12 with the most time driven at 9,000 RPMs. Constantly.
God.
That's accurate.
Like, I swear that car before he had it did not even go to 9,000 RPMs probably.
No, because the first time I drove it, you could smell the carbon deposits, just kind of getting pushed out, and I was like, wow, this guy never really drove it. So
That's the nature of the car, though.
that's the nature of a lot of Ferraris, though.
Yeah. More
Yeah.
I would say the F12 more than like a 488. Even though like
Yeah, that's
458s, I
true.
feel like a lot of people get those just to like top
Right.
down, drive around.
Yeah.
Yeah, the spiders for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like the 812s though are similar in that respect because people don't really drive them hard. They're amazing, but people don't really drive them that hard.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
probably
just-
go ahead.
Let's say, is that just a car that people get to be like, yeah, I got 800 horsepower and watch out? Ooh.
I don't know. I've never seen one on the track.
Yeah, you're probably the first one that I see drive it that way.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot. That's for sure. Even the guys who are on the track all the time, like we never see this car.
Yeah. Well, because it's not a
It's not
choice car.
It
for-
isn't. It isn't. But
like angle or turns.
but it's fun to throw that thing around. I've never seen an 812 on the track. I've never seen one like.
In traffic.
Well,
I've
no,
seen
I've
one
seen
in Buckhead.
I've seen
Yeah.
a bunch in Buckhead.
I've seen-
Yeah,
they're-
yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
seen one yet.
But they just cruise.
Yeah, they're not driving fast.
Yeah, and nobody mods their 812 really.
Sammy did.
Different,
He wrapped
Wait,
it, put
I
wheels.
thought he-
but
Yeah,
his are all like cosmetic mods.
Oh,
his
he
are
got another
cosmetic
car.
mods though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does cosmetic.
Yeah, they're cosmetic
Wheels.
mods.
He might have lowered it, but
Wait, what happened to the Aventador?
he
sold.
sold that.
he
That
sold.
was fast.
Yeah, he got in and out of that real quick.
Oh,
I mean, it makes sense because I when I had the
Faster than
Aventador,
me.
yeah, when I had Julian's Aventador, that was basically like me owning one for a little while, and I kind of got that out of my system. I was like, all right, when I was, you remember when I was shopping,
I know. You
know,
guys
ma-
changed cars more than
the F12
I don't
just
know.
made
I
more
stay in
sense.
my cars. I
People
stay in my
say
cars
that.
for years.
What's the tally now on cars that Haas and I have had while Steve's had the G?
Yeah,
GTRs
like,
been
you
down?
guys
It's now
Probably.
11.
Yeah.
11
Yeah.
I think I'm
between me
I'm
and Harry.
sitting.
It's been 11 cars since
I love my cars.
he's
so.
had one.
I think the
sold
only
one
thing that I would get
car.
rid of would be the M3. If anything, like when I say soon, within
Where's it right
under
now?
a year. It's in the shop. It's in the shop for not like it didn't need to, but I just heard some noises from the diff, and the warranty is gonna be out soon. So I just wanted to get it in there and see if anything was wrong before warranty goes out.
How's your M3 in maintenance overall?
It's been surprisingly good. I've had it for over 4 years. I did rod bearings. We're
It's
talking
like the
about
classic E92
yeah.
issue.
And other than that, I changed like alternator. I haven't done throttle actuators yet. Surprisingly, I'm at 161,000 miles. So I mean, it's been like my most reliable car.
And are your E36s M3s? They're not, right?
No, those are 325s.
Ah,
A little cheap boys, but I mean,
320,000 miles on the motor.
yeah. You can abuse them.
yeah.
They'll live forever. Take care of them.
I mean, I had a black 325i manual sedan. I loved it.
Yeah,
I had the
it's
exact
fun.
car.
Yeah,
I had a
they're-
94.
They're fun.
Fucking loved it.
You can toss them around and everything. So.
Yeah, I flipped it though. Anyway,
Sounds like his is smelling a little bit like gas while he's here.
a little bit.
Yeah,
The half mile around that car smells like gas. Like I smelled gas driving up here.
Yeah. So I have two E36s. One is my real nice one I had for 10 years, and I always took care of. And then
Tell the name.
that's Ebony. Ebony. Yeah.
Ebony is a OG in the
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
She's been around.
OG.
She's pretty well known.
Cream color.
Then the other one I have is Roxanne. I actually, my girl actually bought it for me as a drift car, and it had sentimental value because Ebony, I pulled the engine out. It was at 320K, and I was sad to see it go because I took care of it, and at 320,000 miles, I still beat it up, burnouts and everything, and it never blew up. So then
Until
I sold that. No, it didn't blow up.
it
yet.
never did.
No, I sold the engine to somebody, and then they put that engine and an E36 sedan. That car was for sale, so Sam bought me that car.
Oh, so it's the same
I have it-
engine.
Yeah, so I still have that engine. Now I have it in
Oh,
another
that's
car,
Can't beat
cool.
that.
and I'm
That's
still
cool,
going
man.
with 320,000
Let's
miles.
go.
That's great.
So now that's going to be the drift car. So, but the shell is a piece of shit. I didn't take care of that.
That's
got
I
it
can
like
verify
that.
that's
Yeah,
true.
I got it like that. So I've been fixing everything for the past year.
He told me to say
not Haas spec.
He said he was driving and the airbag and the horn just fell out
It was- I guess
into
it
his
was,
lap.
I guess it wasn't screwed in.
Nothing was connected.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Nothing was connected.
He
There
was
was
driving
nothing.
around like he had an active airbag, and it just was not.
Yeah.
Nothing would have happened.
So
if he got an
normally
accident.
in modern cars, it has a light that says there's like an issue.
I think he took the cluster out and removed bulbs because it has no check engine light ever. Like when you first turn a car on, you first
So
crank
you
it.
remove the
you're
bulb so
gonna
you can't have lights.
When you first crank it, you're gonna see a check engine light.
Oh my
And then you
God.
start it and it goes away.
it never comes on.
It never comes on.
Yeah.
And then I went to an exhaust shop because the exhaust was just hanging because it was just a straight pipe.
Yeah.
And that's when the guy doing the exhaust noticed it didn't have an oxygen sensor. It just
He
had
pulled
a
O2
hole.
sensors and everything.
Yeah, it was just a hole there. I'm like, okay, well that would have thrown a check engine
Right.
light.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have one, so it probably has a check engine light on it now. I just don't
Definitely.
know.
100%.
So what was the plan of the last owner? Do you know? Like,
I don't know. I mean, everything on that car has been
because
terrible.
you got the exterior shell in the shape that it was like.
Yeah,
You bought it
it
like
was-
that. So
yeah.
That's the last
It
thing
seems
you're
like
gonna
they
do
kind of
when
like
you
rattle
mess with it.
can spray
yeah,
painted
yeah,
it.
it's terrible. It's
So wait, is there like a plan with this for you?
drifting is going to be a learning curve, so I don't want to make it look nice,
yeah,
and, then
and fuck
put
it
it in a
up.
wall. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna drive it just how it is, and then once I start to get good at it, and then I'll actually start making it look nice.
All right.
And
Okay.
I'll change the color and wheels and all that stuff, and just build another E36. So
You guys ever driven a drift car?
Like
no.
drift car as in like welded diff. Like what do you mean?
Like
with
made for
car?
drifting?
Oh yeah,
I've been in one. I haven't driven one.
Yeah, I've been in T-Pain's drift car.
Oh,
one
yeah.
time.
He has a
when-
nice
when
E46 he
DD
plays with,
was
too.
here. Yeah.
yeah, here's a Mustang now.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, for the drift?
Yeah,
He has the E46 though too, right?
yeah, yes, he still has that, but I can't think of the Mustang driver's name.
Von
Pro
Gittin?
drifter. Yeah, I think he's bought him a Mustang or something, or he built him a Mustang or something. He has some
Be kinda
crazy
cool.
Mustang drift car now.
He was supposed to. We were possibly going to have him on the FLEXCAST actually when we were doing one at Caffeine and Octane, but the schedules didn't line up at some
I
point.
got my dad instead.
And Black
In black.
and Bruce and Danny.
We were chilling.
Unfortunately, FlexCasters, next Caffeine and Octane, we will not be doing.
Yes, we will.
As of now, a live FlexCast.
We just realized the same date that two things would be happening. Even if one of them didn't happen, we'd be doing something else. So it is the day of the Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight, which we might make an appearance
and we
at.
wouldn't like just not have FlexCast because we want to watch it, but like we're probably gonna go.
We're gonna go.
So
And if not, then we're doing a track day, which we were previously reserved months ago, which is very full. So we'll see
It's
what.
perfect for me because I'll be in New York around that time. So
Oh yeah.
for
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
For stuff.
wait
for
to see how
stuff.
long we beat around that bush.
It's been a secret for a while. I love it.
So I guess it'll be either be Caffeine and Exotics or the July Caffeine and Octane.
Is Caffeine and Octane is coming back in June?
Exotics?
Yep.
I don't know yet.
They don't have a
they
planned
haven't
date.
They haven't given dates yet. But we'll see. So I really enjoyed it, and Danny loved it. He thought it was the greatest, and I agree. I thought it was a lot of fun.
It's funny because it's a very simple thing, but it's just like people just don't do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Well, it's kind of a pain in the ass, and if you don't know all this stuff, it's very difficult.
like somebody would be recording with just that mic on, like
Exactly.
Every walking by and they'll be like, "That car sucks."
Well, I also bought like $1,000 worth of stuff for like PA speaker and stands.
And then we missed the next 2 months.
Yeah, and then we missed.
We're still trying to get in the
60
green
days.
here on the FLEXCAST. We're still far behind.
We're a long way off. I mean, I'm a long way off on any YouTube channel that I'm ever going to do.
Oh my god.
Because as an update, where I was the last couple weeks while we couldn't do a FLEXCAST, I was in LA for a week.
Very interesting.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't seen it, I'm not going to go through the whole story, but if you haven't seen it, check out my channel. I got a couple things with Black and Greg leading up to it with my hovercraft journey. I've got another one coming out probably the next couple days when I finish editing it. But I did a video with Eric, and I drove the hovercraft across the country, towed by the rolls, picked up a mini Jeep, got to LA, we ran the hovercraft in the LA River, it died, the Jeep helped us pull it out, and then the hovercraft flipped.
Too many spoilers.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't
well,
even watch it yet. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's an experience, and I came back without the hovercraft.
Was that why you guys had that outfit? I was wondering where you guys were going.
Oh, you got to watch the video, man.
Okay, I got to watch it first.
Big fan.
Did you bring the? You brought the Jeep back, right?
I brought the mini Jeep back.
All right.
So I bought that in Little Rock, Arkansas. So the problem was, my plan was the day before, I bought a trailer to put the hovercraft on. And the problem was I had measured the hovercraft very, very specifically. I measured it, but the hovercraft was off. And I bought the trailer based on the measurements of the hovercraft to get it on there, right? Mm-hmm. Well, when I got home with it from the dealership, with the trailer, I bought it brand new. I turned the hovercraft on to make it easier to get on there because you can't push it on there when it's not on. And the skirt inflates, right? And so I didn't take that into account for my measurements. It doesn't fit at all. There's no way I can get it on there or off. And it was a nightmare. So I ended up being like, oh, crap. Because the reason why I got this trailer is because it had a ramp. I could just put it up there and down. But it was too small. So I was like, what am I going to do? I have to take it to the shop to get fixed because I crashed it, by the way, on the first time that I test drove it.
Is this fiberglass?
Yeah. Also in my video. And then Eric came and test drove it, and then and he realized it was a death trap basically. And so I went to take it to get it fixed, and I didn't have a trailer, so I put it on the original jet ski trailer it came with, which was I had 4 guys help me lift it onto it, drop it off. So I put it on the jet ski trailer, put the jet ski trailer on top of the new trailer, strapped it all down. So I had 2 trailers on top of each other plus the hovercraft. Took it to the fiberglass guy. He fixed it on the trailers, brought it back, and and then the next day my gate guy, thank God, this guy named Curtis, wonderful human being, he was servicing my gates at my house, and he heard me messing with the hovercraft. He's like, hey, do you need help? And I was like, yeah. He had another guy with him, and so we were trying to put it on the trailer, and I said, it's just not going to work. I'm screwed. I have to leave tomorrow. And he said, well, I have a car hauler. It's steel though. It's real heavy and giant. It's like 17 feet long, but I have a car hauler. And I was like, would you let me use it? He was like, absolutely. I was like, tomorrow? He was like, sure. I was like, I can't go get it though. I've got to do this stuff. He's like, I'll bring it to you. I'm like, no way. So this guy servicing my gates randomly is like, that's awesome. You have a hovercraft. I'll help you out. He brought me his 17-foot long car hauler. He puts his Jeep and ATVs on it.
Oh shit.
And he goes like rock crawling and stuff and mudding. And he brings it to me, and I can definitely fit the hovercraft on that. It had no sides. You just roll it on. So I set off with that. And my buddy Maverick Baker, he flew in. We were going to drive it to LA, and I had this plan to stop in Odenville, Alabama, like 2 hours outside of Atlanta, on my way to pick up this mini Jeep that I thought was hilarious. I saw it the couple days before, and the guy sold it that morning. So I was like, fuck. So I told Mav, I was like, let's find one on the way. So we were like looking for listings in Memphis, then looking for them in Little Rock, like all on the way. And this guy in Little Rock had one on his dealership, and he was like 40 minutes away though. I was like, if you put it, we called him, and I told him, if you put it on a trailer, bring it to right off, I-20 base or I-40, meet me at this parking lot right off the highway, I will pay you $3,000 for it. And he was like, okay. And he sent his son instead because he was like, I'm not gonna waste my time. They did not think it was real. And because I had extra space on the car hauler, I was like, I gotta fill it up. So I bought this impulse buy, I bought this Jeep, and I thought it was hilarious. It's street legal. It's totally street legal. You have to have a helmet, but it's street legal. And so that's that's what I've been doing. So I drove that to LA, and then Eric and I did our video, and I was one hovercraft less on the way back, and I drove it back. And then I had a big party at my house for a friend's birthday. They were there.
Not long.
I mean, you were there for longer than you normally are.
Yeah.
He was out past 10 p.m., so that was a win.
I also had to drive 40 minutes home, so I was like, I'm not trying to be out till 2 a.m.
That's true. Well, you could have just stayed there.
All the other people were staying there.
They were in the guest house. There were like 3 other bedrooms you could have. There was 4 of the bedrooms you could have slept in, because my kids were at the lake.
I probably would have found somebody else asleep in one of the bed I tried to
Nah,
sleep in.
there was nobody allowed to sleep in the main house. I locked it down. Anyway, so then I took a social media break for like a week, and Harry got his warehouse, and Steve's just doing things, and he moved.
That's it.
So that's the latest update, guys.
Yeah.
So what new stories since you've last been on the FLEXCAST?
New stories? I don't think I have any.
I've seen a lot of the stuff with your truck going down, and all the other trucks are just not as great. They're smaller.
Some of the UPS trucks.
Yeah, UPS. Yeah, I got some UPS stories to tell too. I said I was going to do that.
This is the place. This is the place.
Yeah. So, UPS. We all do our same routes, and we got our own truck. And I like my truck. It's a little bit bigger, and it has a good turning radius. Gets good gas mileage. Lasts like 5 days. And then they put me in some smaller truck, and then gas had to fill up every other day. It was just frustrating. But anyways,
do other drivers say that their trucks are like they only want their trucks too?
Yeah. So I mean, you just get used to driving a certain truck. People try to fight for my truck, but
why?
I just say it got all. It's bigger. It's better turning.
What do you do if you come there and somebody just took your truck and is driving it? Throwing hands?
I wait till the end of the day, and when they park their truck, I go take it and put it back in my spot. I've done that twice.
So people can actually just. It's not a sign that you can just take whichever.
I mean, it is a sign. Like they have people that I guess I don't know what they're called, but they have people that have clipboards and all the truck numbers and all the spots they go in. They know where a truck is supposed to be. So even that guy knows that I like my truck. So sometimes if I come in and I'm not in my truck because, went off the repair, he's like, where your truck at, man? I was like, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm going to find it for you. I'm like, all right, appreciate it. So that guy's used to giving me my truck back. 144963.
You see him on the road?
144963. That's my truck.
Is yours one of the natural gas ones, or
no,
is it actual gas?
It's a diesel. Yes. The other one they're converting everything to natural gas now. So 70% of our trucks are natural gas, but the problem is there's only 6 pumps because we're used to it being everything diesel, and they have unleaded 2, but that was kind of balanced between diesel and unleaded. So now the natural gas, the 70% of people that need gas, they have to fill it up every day because you can't fill it up out on the route, in a bind. So I mean, there's a long line every day trying to get gas.
Dang.
So that's another reason I don't want another truck. I just want my diesel truck where I'm like one of the 6 other diesel trucks. My pump's always open. And
there's not many left.
No, there's not many. So.
All right. So what other UPS stories can you
I got
regale
dead
us
stock.
with?
Got a dead stock truck.
What other UPS stories do you have?
Oh man. Okay. So I've been driving for 7 years, I think, and I've seen a bunch of funny stuff. I'll tell a few of my stories. I'll tell one story. I'll tell I think my funniest story. I'll tell another story where I could have got shot, and I'll tell another story where I was really caught off guard. Okay. So we'll start off with the funniest one. So a lot of our routes are right next to each other. So we'll pass each other going one way or drive through each other's neighborhoods that go one way. So it's early in the morning. Sometimes we have these packages that are next day air. They got to be delivered before 10:30. They're very important, whether it be medical.
So you do
stuff.
those first?
Yeah, we always do those first. So I'm driving through the neighborhood to get to somewhere I'm going. So I see this car following me, and it's kind of weird. But I mean, I've seen it before. They're usually looking for a package. So I stop. This lady gets out, and she's walking up to the car real fast, holding the note. Because, if you're not home, you need a signature, they leave a note. She walks up holding the note, She says, you just left my house. I really need that package. And I'm like, what's the address? And she tells me the address. I'm like, oh, that's not me. That's another route. It's like, but my turtle. I need my turtle. I'm like, I'm sorry, you're what?
She shipped a turtle?
She shipped a turtle. She said, yes, my turtle. I just ordered a turtle. Or I think she shipped it like from a house she moved from or something. She's like, I need my turtle. It's going to die. I was so lost. And I'm like, I don't have your turtle, ma'am. I'm sorry. Like, what's your address again? So she told me her address. And then I know that driver. So I called him. I called him on the phone. I didn't put it on speaker or anything. And I said, hey, man, you just tried to deliver a turtle? It's like, yeah, I got that shit, man. And I tell, okay, this girl's really looking for a turtle. Can you turn around and get it to her? It's like, yeah, just tell her I'll be there in like 5 minutes. So I said, ma'am, go home. The other driver's on his way. He'll bring your turtle. He's like, thank you, thank you, thank you. She's running back to the car. It caught me so off guard. I've seen some stupid deliveries, but I never expected a turtle. I delivered a dustpan once. And I know it was a dustpan because it wasn't in a box. You know, like you go to like UPS, get some stuff printed out, and they just slap a sticker on it.
Yeah.
They just slapped a sticker on a dustpan and shipped it like that.
I feel like
it was
Amazon
cracked.
used to do that.
It was cracked all over the place. So usually when I got packages that I know are damaged, I'll just kind of walk up and don't knock. Yeah. Get back in my truck, take the hell off.
That's it.
I've had a lot of stuff on Amazon, I order computer monitors, and they'll just slap a label on the monitor box and ship it. And I'm like, all right, come on. You'll post when you see like a cool monitor coming in. And
Yeah.
it's like,
True.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
tell.
$1,500 monitor.
TVs,
Yes.
monitors, all that stuff.
And I got to leave them. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
Well, speaking of leaving shit, I have explicit instructions everywhere on everything that I buy and ship and everything. And you warned about this too, but fucking everybody leaves the shit at the gate. It's like I have a specific code for them. I have Amazon Key, where the Amazon drivers have their own app. They can open my gate. They just fucking leave it there at the front of the gate. It's like, what the fuck?
Somebody's going to walk right by and
Yeah.
Also, it's like if it's heavy, I have to walk like 250 feet to get it.
Nah, just
It's ridiculous.
That's what they gotta do all day.
instruction. Yeah, they
That's
don't
their
read
job.
That's what he'll tell you.
That's what they're paid
He'll say,
for.
Fuck that. Like one time you had a story up about someone had like 26 chairs or something, and you have to go and do all that.
I'm not ordering 26 chairs, just like one box.
I've ordered stuff where he's like I posted a picture of it and he responded to my story. He's like, that driver fucking hates you. Well, I ordered these planners for my house and they're like 36 inches wide by 16 inches. The good thing is they're aluminum and it was hollow. So it was like light. You could like literally throw the box in the air. It's so light. Yeah. But I know that took up all the space on their truck.
So that was probably one of his first or second stops to get all that stuff off.
Do you see that your camera's outdated now? The new Sony camera that came out, full 8K.
Wait, what?
The Sony, it's the A1, I think.
Already?
It's not out yet.
No, it's out.
It's out?
Mm-hmm. Yep. 8K
it's hard
video.
to get it, though.
Yeah, it's hard to get it, but
yeah,
how much is it?
Because I was looking for
like $6,700, I think.
Wow.
I could be completely wrong, but I think it's $6,700 because it's full 8K. It's got the crazy video specs. I saw somebody doing a video with it the other day.
No way.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the Red camera. It's really good.
But it's
It's somewhere in between, though, from a price point.
Red will be like 30, 50K.
Or like 20.
If you get a low spec one,
Wow.
you wouldn't.
I'm just saying.
All right, sorry for the interruption.
All right.
Okay. So, yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Why do they leave that shit there? I mean, they know.
They're lazy.
Yeah.
They got stuff to do.
They
They don't want to wait for your
I see
gate to
lazy
open.
people all the time.
But he's not lazy.
Yeah,
if it's
I'm
impossible for him to do it, he doesn't do it. But
Yeah, I'm not one of the lazy ones. I'm one of the good ones. I see like stuff like indoor apartments where you punch the code in to get inside and then you take the elevator. I've seen people leave them packages right there in the lobby. Just get in, just leave it right there in the lobby desk and call it a day.
Hope for somebody to person.
how do those people not get like shit for that?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because I complain every time.
I see stuff like halfway up.
I
a
write
driveway.
letters.
I see stuff halfway up a
Karen.
driveway. I see all types of crazy stuff.
I had a Karen yell at me yesterday.
You are a Karen sometimes.
I'm not a Karen. Come on. I had one yell
Was
at me
it for
though.
the car?
Yeah.
Of course. Of course.
And speaking of
Anyway,
seeing crazy
That's why
stuff,
we don't drive bright blue loud Ferraris.
That's not why I don't.
So one of the other interesting caught off guard deliveries I had, well, it wasn't necessarily the delivery, just the location of the delivery and what was at that location. So it was a apartment complex, and I don't know how it was even legal in an apartment complex. It probably wasn't. So sometimes you go to someone's house and you need a signature, and they'll open the door. Sometimes they'll open it wide, sometimes just creep it. And they open the door, and sometimes I might look at the house, glance, see that's some nice furniture.
What's going on in here?
Just to see what's up.
So I get to this guy's house, and at the apartment, he opens the door. On one side of the room, there's a bed and lights, like a soft box and all that stuff.
Yep.
The other side of the room, there's a computer editing software, and it's a freeze frame of some
Pornography.
yes.
Prawn.
So I couldn't
Prawn, yeah.
and
Some prawn.
I couldn't maintain my composure. I said, "Man, what the hell you got going on in here?" He's like, he looked back. He's like, "Oh man, it's my studio, man. If you know anybody that needs some work," he gave me a business card and everything.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't save the business card, but I
sure?
was. Yeah,
It's like, I need some work.
Little
Right.
gift
yeah.
video for someone.
Yeah, I was like, wow, I can't believe. I can't imagine like the noises and stuff being in an apartment complex. Well, the
But
neighbors.
you hear that regardless. Like,
You do. People live there.
Yeah, but I mean, even like, if you're videoing, you're being a little extra.
yeah.
Probably saying
I guess
things
so.
you wouldn't normally say, but
Fair enough.
that's
Imagine
Yeah.
if kids in the next door apartment. Kids going to bed, nightmares.
yeah. So that was crazy. What else happened? Oh, the time I could have got shot. So you know how I posted on my story, I have those real late nights, right? Like 9, 10 o'clock. So I was delivering to this
Yeah,
house.
past 10, I might have shot you.
Yeah. I'm delivering to this house, and Georgia is like, they have a bunch of new houses, and they got a bunch of old, rundown people that've been there since like the 50s. So it was kind of
Where
like
McMaster builds.
it was like a real country house I was walking up to, and I've never been there before, but I mean, I saw the address just going down that road, and it's rocks. So you're walking, crunch, 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 crunch. And it was a late delivery. It was like 9:15, 9:20. It's dark, pitch black. Our scanners have flashlights on them if you need them. So I'm walking down there just with a flashlight, and you hear crunch, 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 crunch. I'm assuming this guy isn't expecting anybody, especially this late. So you see a silhouette move in the light, and you can see like he's looking at me, and then he walks away, and then he comes back, and then he stands at the door, at like the screen door, and I see a shotgun on the side of him. He's like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "It's UPS. I got a package." Like, "What?" I said, "It's UPS. You guys order a package? Is this such and such?" I gave the address. I was like, "Oh, okay. Just leave it here." I was like, "Oh my God, I'm about to get shot." I was scared. I was scared as hell.
I actually have a lot of Uber Eats drivers get very afraid because they've told me multiple times that they're like, I'm like, yeah, I'm talking on the phone. I'm like, yeah, come this way, go through this, whatever, hit this on the gate. And they're really concerned. They're like, we're delivering food at night. And they've told me multiple times, like different drivers, like, yeah, like, we fear for our life because sometimes you don't know which house you're going to. And then people, if they're not expecting something, they're going to shoot you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a legitimate concern.
scary,
It really is.
Yeah. So usually when it gets about 8:30, I stop knocking. That's when I'm as quiet as
Just
I can.
leave it, yeah.
Just hopefully get an email or something.
Isn't that like more sus? Like,
Just
if he's like-
quietly, like you're
I think
creeping
about-
around.
I do think about that sometimes too. When I'm walking away from the house and someone just happens to pass the window. Who the fuck was that?
Yeah.
But you're
Just walk-
dressed in UPS.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's
Garb.
kind of
At-
dark. You might not see it
that's
at
super
night.
late
so.
at night.
But
All right. Well, there's some interesting UPS stories.
Yeah.
Thanks
I mean,
for.
there's probably more in my head. They'll come out, but it's a lot of
So you've been driving for 7 years, you said,
yes.
and then do you want to continue driving, or what's
At this point, well, I've been driving for 7 years, and I actually worked there for another 6. So I'm
before that?
yeah,
So you've been with UPS for 13 years.
yeah. So at this point, I might
Wow.
as well stay and retire. So
So So when you were not driving, what were you doing then?
In the back of a truck loading.
So you were a loader.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I only stuck with it because I knew I wanted to be a driver.
Okay. So does it take a long time to become a driver?
It can. It's kind of a who you know situation. Sometimes you get lucky. I know people that took 13 years to become a
for
driver.
sure.
Wow.
Sure.
And then I know one guy that only took him a year. I mean, you just get lucky. You sign bid sheets. It's hard to become a driver because you have to have a clean driving record too. You can't have more than 2 violations in the past 3 years.
But what if once you are a driver?
Yeah, once you're in, you're in. But you can't have any more than 2 violations in the past 3 years and 0 violations in the past 1 year. So I wanted to apply for a driver, a couple of years before that, but I had a street racing violation, so I had to wait for that to
fall off.
Yeah. So that was part of it.
All right. So then now you were 6 years loader. You were driver now for 7 years. So what's next?
Y'all hit this subscribe button, hit this like button. Maybe I can get off this truck, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they have. I could step up to the semi truck driving.
Is that the next level?
Yeah. But I don't want to do that yet. I mean, it's like real boring work.
It's also like it's like longer term, right?
Yeah, and I mean it's like they just drive like from Atlanta to North
Memphis.
Carolina,
Yeah, right.
and then come back, and that's just I don't like road trips, so I get bored of that stuff.
Oh, you wouldn't have liked coming to LA with me.
I mean,
that's why we all didn't.
Yeah,
I begged everyone I knew.
I've actually made that road trip 3 times too.
Yeah,
from Cali to Atlanta.
I've done it twice. I guess twice round trip, but on the way we didn't stop. We didn't even stop for food.
Yeah, the last time we
just
went,
for gas.
Yeah, the last time we went, we didn't.
Which was
stop.
often, by the way. So
last time we went, we didn't stop. We left Thursday morning and got there Friday night.
That's exactly what I did. Well, actually, we left Thursday afternoon and got there Friday night.
Yeah. So
with a trailer hitch.
Yeah. It's kind of different though when you're doing a road trip that long. It doesn't seem like that long because you're already you have the mindset that you're going to be in this car till tomorrow.
I mean, it seemed pretty long.
Yeah.
It's a comfortable car too, so.
Yeah. I mean,
did you go through Texas? You went through Texas, right?
I went through it. Yeah. But so
Texas felt long.
The upper part of Texas. So Oklahoma felt really long.
Okay.
And because I went through the top of Texas. So
I think we took 20. I think.
So I've done the southern route, but the northern route is a little faster,
right.
Like a couple hours. And I had done the southern route before, so that's why I wanted to go the northern route. And it didn't matter because the northern route was faster anyway to go straight to LA. So that's where it took me through. And I mean, there are spots where, like, if you take the southern route, West Texas is the worst. It is like 6 hours of nothing.
Yeah.
And then there are signs that say last gas station for 100 miles.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure you know where that is. I also had extra gas just in case because it was touch and go in New Mexico. New Mexico is also very desert and sometimes has some up and down and stuff, especially getting in Arizona. But when you're driving a twin turbo V12 plus you're hauling like 3 tons, 2 tons.
The trailer was heavier than
the trailer was the heaviest thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I mean, you're going to get not great gas mileage, right? Especially if you're going up hills and stuff. So when I first left Atlanta, I was getting like 4 miles per gallon because I was driving like I would normally drive or on a road trip, and it was not working out. Like just going 90. I mean, from a safety standpoint, it was so solid though because the trailer was really heavy and stuff. But going that speed, hauling that much stuff, it was terrible. So I got like 3.5, 4 miles per gallon for a while, and I was also just driving, like actually driving, with the accelerator and stuff. Versus later on, we hit it on cruise control, and it was at like 75, and it was a lot more efficient.
You hit a lot of traffic on the way, or
no, only once, a little bit, but it wasn't for long. But yeah, the longest states to drive through were Oklahoma because we drive through the whole entirety of Oklahoma. And we stopped there to get gas, and right off the interstate happens to be where Mav's hometown is and his parents. They hung out with us for a minute. So, but yeah, it was an interesting long trip after not sleeping too.
couldn't do it.
Yeah, so when I got there and did the video with Eric and stuff, like I was dead tired. Like I had no sleep, but I was like, screw it. It's a lot of fun. So yeah. So how's the?
Is anybody else struggling with the gas crisis?
I just didn't drive the Ferrari for a little while, and then I found the only place like near the airport that had not the airport near the old stadium, the Georgia State Stadium now near Turner Field. They had gas that was premium because I found gas that was just regular.
Yeah,
but that's not gonna do it.
That's the reason I'm driving that car right now. It's the only car with gas in it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're still having problems with gas?
Yeah.
Wait, it's still a gas.
You should be.
Right now?
Yeah.
You should be able to find some up here. The Quick Trip down the road had some the other day. It had regular, and then I got premium at the Shell that was down the road.
Yeah.
What do you put in regular?
My area is so populated.
Sophie's car.
Oh man,
it's gone. Because I even tried to be slick. I switched to E85 on the M3.
I saw that.
I have a tune.
I saw that.
And I filled up. And then next time I went to go get gas,
oh, yeah,
85 was gone too.
Yeah.
That burns fast. So.
Yeah. That lasted 2 days. I had a half a tank when I left the house, and then on my way home I needed gas.
Yeah, I always have to fill up before I leave.
Yeah, I found one place that I filled up premium in the rolls, and they only let me fill up $20. And I was like, bro, he was like, I have to make it fair, or else I have no gas. And I was like, but I have a twin turbo V12 and it's 3 tons. Like, make it.
I drove a Rolls Royce.
No, I was like, make it 5 gallons, not $20, right? Because the distance is anyway. I was like, I'm buying premium, so if I were buying regular, and it was a little much more expensive than normal, and also much more expensive than regular. But I was like, if I was driving, just getting regular gas, it would last me longer, and it'd be a different kind of engine. And anyway,
they let me do 40 for the premium here, so maxed out on the M3, and then now it's at the shop.
I mean, it only costs like $80 to fill up the rolls. It's not too bad.
I could just imagine the G. Oh my god,
It's getting up.
I haven't. So.
Have you haven't filled it up yet?
No. Is that the?
That's right. You have the loaner car.
Yeah,
you have the loaner car.
For that part.
Is the GTR in the shop?
No, the GTR has been perfect for once.
For how many weeks?
It's been 2 months.
How much have you driven it?
A lot.
Not to the FLEXCAST.
Went to Mexico recently too, so a couple of times. You have to test it out. I just got the new tune, so I tested it out a couple of times. Perfect.
I don't even want to hear
It's
what
scary.
testing it out for Steve
Yeah,
is.
I know. It's like
I can't even test it out all the way because I need the R888 tires.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna break everything. So it's like I have to start slowly.
So when you went testing in Mexico, what
start slowly because they always take off on me, but for some reason this thing catch up so fast. It's like bop, 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 just go.
So what speeds were you hitting?
I mean, I can't even say
In Mexico. When you were in Mexico.
I did 185, 190. Yeah. But with stock, I was doing 210 like it was nothing. But now it's it's scary
I
because
was
it feel
doing 210 with nothing. Like it's nothing.
Yo, the GTR, you could cruise on 160 like it's not 160, 180. You don't even feel it.
I was in I'm not gonna say his name. I was in one of the GTR guys.
I was in Steve's car.
And he raced a bike. It was a R1, and it took off. It makes about the same power you make, and
Got you.
that thing hit 180 so fast.
I would be so scared.
It's
to
like
be
you
180
tap
on a
it.
bike.
It's like you're already there. You just got to
I
brace.
would be scared to drive a bike on public roads around here.
Yeah.
Like if it was in the
just
country,
even
I would.
in general.
Maybe. Yeah, in general.
Atlanta, I'm not.
It's
getting on
scary,
a bike.
right? Yeah, we got too much bad drivers here.
No,
It's so
I
bad.
don't trust everybody else with my life.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's not. I mean, you can say that about driving cars too, but you're a lot more protected in a car.
Absolutely.
You have a shell around you. You got a seatbelt, all types of stuff.
I would be.
So how's it been with the warehouse, moving in the warehouse and stuff? Looks like you're almost there.
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna take some time. I had some trials and tribulations with designers for the set. Clearly, this isn't a masterpiece set behind me.
This is like you just stacked everything up against the wall.
Well, because that's what I did. Because I had to move everything around because I was doing some pictures in here, and some photographers actually came to take photos of that crate, and they moved everything around. But the set's been difficult. The desk and all that, it's a lot more of like a cost undertaking that once I got in here, was buying everything, I'm like, I need to slow down because it's like so expensive to just fill everything. And I was like buying all new stuff.
Furnishing a new house.
Yeah,
It is. And then I'm like buying new stuff, and I'm like, I need to stop buying new stuff because I have desks. I have like 5 desks in my house. So I brought desks here. I bought shelving. I was going to buy all new shelving. And then the set was going to cost me $15,000. And then I had to buy a couch and TV stands and coffee tables. And I'm like,
yeah.
I need to relax.
It's
so,
nonstop.
and I've already had to furnish a house I furnished a house that I bought, and then we moved and had to
Do it again.
all this, so that's the cost undertaking was like just getting kind of annoying, which I can afford to do it, but to me it's just when I'm constantly like buying, even if it's small, just like when you're paying for so many different things back to back to back, you're like, all right, I'm over this. I don't want to go buy any more things. And then waiting. The wait is kind of difficult too. Like some of the cabinets took about a month to get here. And
I like those cabinets. The ones for your like car washing and stuff.
yeah, they're great.
Where'd you get those from?
Bang for your buck. GarageOrganization.com, I think.
Oh, okay.
They're basically a wholesaler for all the brands. I looked at like.
So you assembled it then?
I did, yeah. Those are the Ultimate cabinets. I believe they're called Ultimate. I looked at like Moduline and there's the Sonic, all those, and I kind of budgeted out to spend like $5,000 on the cabinet setup. And then once I started buying a bunch of stuff in here, I was like, all right, I don't need to spend $5,000 on some cabinets. Those are $1,400 or $1,700 delivered, and they look great. The front is a painted metallic finish, and then they're just like standard cabinets. It's not like utility cabinets where it's like, you know, you could put a bunch of tools in. It's more, you know, cabinets you could store stuff in, and it makes sense because I'm not wrenching here. I do a little bit, but like nothing where I need like a bunch of tools.
So what's the adjustment been like now that you have a warehouse, like a place of work, versus like editing and all that stuff at your house and shooting at your house now?
It's a lot better for home life, I guess, because when I go home, I like don't really like
You're done working.
Yeah, I feel like I genuinely feel like I don't want to, you know, pull out my laptop and edit right now, or because I feel like I owe it to, you know, my wife, my cat, to just be at home because I'm gone all day.
He owes
like,
it to his cat, guys.
My cat, I heard the cuddles. Like I'm gone for 8 hours. Like I'm gone. So I usually leave around like sometimes I get here at 6 a.m. but like 8 a.m. I'll get here and I'll go home around like 5ish. And after that, I'm like, all right, I've done all the work that I can for the day, and I'll go home at lunchtime, whatever. Or Sophie will come here during lunch, bring me lunch. But excuse me, I'm enjoying it better, and I enjoy the space because like when I like am editing for 6 hours, I'm bored. I get up and I roll on my skateboard back and forth for 20 minutes to reset myself, and then I go sit back down. So it's a lot better, and I wish I would have done it sooner, but I understand why I didn't do it sooner, and I'm glad I waited to get a space like this because I have to be here for a while. So I see myself.
Why? Because your lease is here for a while?
Yeah, exactly. A lease and this is a lot different than an apartment. Like I break apartment leases like that. Like it just cost me $1,000. I'm out. See ya.
Right.
I'll go get another place. But if it's too small, whatever. But here you can't do that. So it's been good, and I just need a little more setup. But we've had a Formula One weekend. Like we watched Formula One. Black came to that.
I wasn't invited.
We had donuts, coffee, and we just sit here and watch.
You weren't here.
I missed it.
I know.
There's a race on
I was just saying, I wasn't invited.
a week from today.
I wasn't in Atlanta.
Week from today, well, there's another race. Black, if you and your friends want to come again, let's do it.
Definitely.
You should have a grill or something.
That's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a grill so we can roll out. That's what I said last time.
You bring the grill.
It depends what time the race is. It's in Monaco, so I don't know what time. Like, because
Like
the last
9,
time it was like
11?
9 a.m. or last weekend it was 9 a.m. The one before when we did it here is 10 a.m. and it's like it's a little early to grill. And I guess by the end of it you could, but it's like
Nah.
yeah, I don't know. So if the race is at like noon or
Past
something,
10 a.m. you're
perfect.
good. Like it's kind of like West Coast tailgating, you know, for SEC football. Like for just college football in general, because on the East Coast it all starts at like 12-1, that type of thing, and you're good. But on the West Coast, 3 hours behind.
Yeah.
So people are used to partying at like 10 a.m. I feel like 10 after that, like I'm good. I'm good with that.
Because the races are like 2 hours long, so like we'll see what time the race.
Well, the hard ones are at like
weekend.
4 a.m. and you just don't even. You can't really do that.
No, the earliest that I've done is like wake up at like 6 to watch it, but
I stayed up and watched some, but that's
I-
about it.
I will not stay up that late. I'll stay up till 9 a.m.
I have. I did recently during the party, but I was working the party. I wasn't like having fun at my own party. I was
You
putting on
weren't
the party.
having fun.
It
You
is
were-
stressful when you throw a party.
Yes.
You can't
He
really
was
have fun.
stressed.
You're
He
sitting
didn't
there
have-
watching everybody else.
You didn't have a drink till like 10 o'clock.
Didn't have a drink or a cigar or anything. I mean, I didn't have time. I was dealing with stuff. People calling the cops. People trying to steal stuff. Making sure safety. Cleaning up trash. It's a big undertaking.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people.
Wait, I forgot to ask you. Did you leave any drinks you didn't want nobody to drink downstairs? Because I was like having a fight with a bunch of guys that was drinking all the drinks.
People broke into the mildly locked cabinet.
serious?
Yeah, they got it. I put some stuff away, and it wasn't like padlocked or anything, but like a cabinet lock. Just I forced it open myself because I forgot the key. But clearly it was like you're not supposed to get in there, and people did, and. It's like, one or two people, because the people then, when you see a bottle out, it's not their fault. They're like, oh, I'm going to drink some of that. Like, I get that.
Gotcha.
I'm not mad at them, but, there are a couple bad apples that.
I think when I saw that, I was like, I was way out of it at that time, by the way, but I was trying to stop, but to the point where it's like, all right, I just walk.
Well, then there were some people trying to steal stuff. Like they
He was
put
probably
stuff.
not even talking to anybody, because remember, he was like, where's Cece? She's
Yeah,
right
it was like,
next to
where's?
him.
Oh, she's right there. Oh, okay.
He's probably fighting
okay.
the wall. He's like, hey, man, that's
No,
my drink.
I was chilling downstairs until I was like, wait, you're not supposed to be drinking that. Like, I was going back and forth.
Well,
with
then
them.
Harrison got me a nice bottle of Clase Azul, and I never got to taste it because someone drank it and broke the bottle. Like, I think they couldn't figure out how to open it. They didn't realize the top, the cork top. They broke it.
God.
How was it broken? Like by the top of the neck on the top, or?
Yeah, like it was. Well, it just was broken. I don't know how they did it, but
Imagine they're just like on your counters, like trying to crack
that's exactly what I imagine happened. And then I had crystal stemware that was completely destroyed. So, sometimes you get
Shout
a
out
couple people.
to you, whoever did that.
Right?
Fuck you. I can't imagine any FlexCast listener would have done that though.
I don't think any FlexCast listener was at the party.
Yeah, no, nobody didn't know us at all. They kept saying they know the person that threw the party. I was like, yo, I know the owner, so stop. I was just going back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I threw some people out. I caught them. So someone had taken. Thank goodness. I put all my Pappy and all that stuff away.
And
But
if you don't know, Pappy is like a bourbon that's
it's rare. It's expensive.
$2,500.
Yeah, exactly. So you're talking about like
Per bottle.
bottles that are a couple $1,000s, right? And I have a collection of
I
that
still
type of
got
stuff.
one coming for you anyway. Yeah. You say?
Nah. So I put those were in a separate bar. I have 3 bars, right? That I put that away in my office, like that was done. And then I have another bar that I had locked that was just like kind of regular stuff for me, which is like $100 to $150, $200 bottles, nothing crazy, but still like nice that I definitely put away. And then we had an open bar. We literally had an open bar with bartenders making drinks for people.
She kept
right?
giving me
Special drinks,
She
like-
kept giving me drinks.
Yeah, we had 3 specials, and then they had all whatever you wanted, and we had indoor, outdoor bartender. Like it wasn't like there was one bartender. It was like 2 bartenders, 2 areas to get open bar,
And
and
there's
then
beers everywhere.
and then also grabs like grab and goes like beers and Trulies and all that stuff. But yet someone still wanted to go and do whatever. So they had pulled out some of my mid range booze, and I was a little upset about that. But it kind of goes the territory. It happens.
Did you even get a chance to tell Harry, or you didn't tell him at all?
What?
Like when we walked by his car, that guy.
Oh no! So there was
I think somebody said something.
I can't. I think I might have mentioned to you. We were walking
God.
by something. We were up near the Glade, and Harry had parked his car there, and a guy had taken. It was from the bar, like because it gave like plastic cups, right, at the bar.
Disrespect, man.
And the guy had put it on your spoiler. I was like, "Hey, off the car," and he didn't hear me, and then I was like, "Okay." So I walked up to him, I pulled it off, and I handed it to him. I go, "Don't touch the car," and I wiped it off. I was like, "Don't like respect the car. Come on,
Oh my goodness.
dick."
There's like a concrete or granite barrier. What's that material on the side right there?
Where?
The stairway to the Glade.
Oh yeah, it's granite. Yeah.
Granite. There's a whole granite, like long, thick, like I don't know what you call that, like a retaining wall.
Yeah.
Right there that he could have just. That's right next to our
Yeah.
car.
Trust me. He chose to put on your.
Yeah.
I was like,
he definitely.
I was not happy. I was not happy with it. But yeah, that was annoying. But yeah, was that when you got there?
No, that's when we was walking, showing McMaster around.
Oh yeah.
Before Steve was faded.
Right.
No, not yet. At
Yeah,
least.
before you were faded.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good
Should we
times.
put the clip in of Steve?
You guys want to see Steve?
Oh,
Get this video to how many likes can we get?
I don't know, 100.
100 likes and we'll put it in.
It's
we'll
all
put
right.
the
When I
clip in.
stream now, they've been. Cece had put it on her Instagram, so everybody's seen it.
Oh, she did.
Yeah.
Oh,
She posted the whole thing. Like she showed, like I just got out the car. Like I'm like,
I'll
all
be
right, let's
honest.
go for party.
I don't watch Cece's stories anymore.
Trust me.
I can't. I just can't do it. I can't. I just stopped.
After it was showing me just throwing up. So,
Oh no, you're kidding me. See, that's why I don't do that. That's exactly why.
I don't want to
Oh
see
my
you throw
gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. No, thank you.
Yeah, that was my whole live stream. My whole live stream been picking on me lately. It's like, are you drunk yet? Oh,
Oh, really? Damn. How your live streams going?
oh, it's been good. It's been good.
Yeah. How many concurrent viewers are you getting in the live stream?
No less than I think 12 to 1300.
That's pretty
Like,
good.
Some nights they give me
Damn.
like 5,000. The other night I had 10,000 people. That was my
What?
record. Yeah.
On YouTube streaming?
Yeah,
Wow.
so that was scary because it was like, oh man, I got to make sure everybody's entertained. So it was.
That is a lot.
The pressure was on.
That's a
I know
lot,
the next
yeah.
one is like 25,000. So I'm ready for that.
Wow.
That's
Nice.
scary though.
So how much like VOD stuff are you doing? Regular videos are you posting now versus streaming?
I'm posting less. I feel like even this week, I think I probably did like 3-4 videos when I used to do like
12.
12,
like
14.
yeah.
In a week. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's less now. I get to relax more.
So it's a better method now. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's good. Good. Hey, by the way, buy Steve's merch. I have a lot of it in my house.
I
got a lot of boxes of Steve's merch.
I'm gonna do another giveaway of that PS5 because I still have them. So I'm gonna do another giveaway and then
You still have them?
yeah.
I don't even have a PS5 anymore.
I gave mine away actually.
I gave one to Matt and gave away one to somebody from Israel. One.
Oh yeah, you
but
told me
other
that.
than
That's
that-
right. That's right.
Yeah.
That'd be fun shipping that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it was not bad. It was like 200.
It's not great.
200.
I mean,
It's
not great.
I mean, if somebody
A third of the
in North
price of the
Carolina
PS5.
wanted it to have been like $18.
I know.
Less than that.
I was
But you have to
expecting
cover.
more.
But you have to cover the whole thing though.
Yeah.
You can't do it like the monitors. Like you gotta put some paper bags or something like that around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd get stolen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Steve just
By the
slapped-
drivers.
That would be such a
Oh
troll.
no, I had to like double. Like I had 3 boxes. Yeah, 3 boxes.
So well, I shipped the PS5 to California, and I covered it in the the paper
Yeah.
bag, whatever stuff that they use, and I wrote on it not a PS5.
Our PS5 did get stolen by our PVD driver. He got caught on camera. PVD
I think
is
you
a.
told that in the last.
I think you did.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
yeah.
Or you told us.
Yeah,
either way.
I think yeah.
Anyway, just in case you guys don't know,
Yeah,
PVD drivers are personal vehicle drivers. They usually hire them around Christmas, and they use their own cars to deliver like small neighborhoods and stuff. And this guy, he opened up his trunk to deliver a package. He pulled up to the person's house, noticed it was a PS5. They took the PS5 out, put it back
the
in his
empty
trunk,
box.
and put the empty box on the front
Doesn't make any
porch.
sense.
That's so stupid. So the person saw the empty box and looked at the camera and saw him on camera doing that.
It's so dumb.
Like, there's
I wanted to be a PVD driver,
yeah,
but you told me I actually had to like work.
needed more room than a Ferrari's.
No, I mean I got a lot of room there in the
yeah.
trunk. It's a big trunk.
All right,
For a supercar, it's a huge trunk.
about 6 boxes in there.
Yeah, that's it. Probably less.
Yeah, 5 maybe.
PVD drivers are doing about 60, 70 stops.
I mean, I like if it were like clock in, clock out whenever you wanted to, I totally would have done it.
Yeah,
But it's like show up 9 to 5.
One
I'm
of
like,
those
nah.
drivers. I didn't get fired, but they forced me to quit FedEx. I used to work for FedEx. Yeah, we usually hire those guys for Christmas, just like
Yeah.
you say, when it's like really heavy like that.
Have you ever
But
been fired?
No, never been fired.
Except
It was
outside
not
of being
fired
forced to be
because
quit.
it was like, yo, you have an option. Either you get investigated, because with FedEx you get investigated by the FBI directly.
For what?
So I don't know. I think the guy got the job. He know that route, and I guess he started messing with a girl, and the girl got him to do some drug stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
so it was
that-
long story. So he was transporting with our truck.
Obviously, you haven't been fired in the last 13 years, but have you been fired before?
no, I've actually. I
Harry,
quit
have you been
everything.
fired?
Nope.
Yeah. never
But
been
speaking
fired.
of
Me
drugs,
neither.
that reminds me of
I
another
don't think
story. So I'm on.
Great.
I was on drugs.
So I'm on my route, right? And I was taking my lunch. I was sitting at Taco Bell, and this car pulls up. Now I'm pretty decent following on Instagram. I'm used to people recognizing me all the time because sometimes
Especially
like,
locally.
Yeah, you know how people when they see you, they kind of have a smile, and they,
Like, what's up?
you can sense that they know you.
Yeah, like, hey, I recognize you.
Yeah. So this guy pulls up and he has a smile on. So I'm thinking he knows me. He's like, "Yo, need you to come fuck with me," and I'm thinking it's somebody I know. So I'm like, "Oh yeah, man. Yeah, no
So,
problem.
sounds like
yeah,
Atlanta.
yeah, I got you." So he asked me for my phone number. I'm thinking like car meet or something like that. So I give him my phone number, and he's like,
Okay,
hell
that was
bro.
a mistake
Hell
by
yeah,
itself.
bro.
Like,
I know.
yeah, here's
He's
my IG. Hit me up in the DMs, bro.
He's like, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, bro. I'm gonna make you rich, dog. And he pulls off. I'm like, wait, what? He gonna make me rich? What the hell? So he texts me the day after that. He's like, hey man, we gotta meet up for dinner one time. I don't want to talk over the phone, so we gotta talk about some business.
So you met up with him?
No. I sent back like, oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
honest, man. I'm not really interested, man. He's like, I appreciate your honesty.
It's the worst.
And then the day after, he sent me a picture of some 2 cars on a trailer. One was some BMW, like some 7 Series. One was like some old school, like on some big 20s, like a donk. He's like, man, hey man, you interested? I'm like, no, man.
Nah. Well,
And then the day after, he sends me a picture of some like good-looking Puerto Rican girl. He's like, hey man, you interested? I said, no, man. I said, no, man, I'm not interested. I'm good, thank you. He's like, all right, man, I'll leave you alone.
Now that guy that we hired, I think he fell for the bait because it was like Coney Island. There's like a hood spot where you have to go in the building and you have to park your truck in front of the building.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to go upstairs, meaning you carry whatever package you can at that time. Go in the elevator, do whatever you have to do. I think they caught him in there and jumped him one time. I'm talking about like he came back to the truck all bloody. I'm like, yo, what happened to you?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, nah. It's
He was your
crazy.
partner?
We hire him temporarily for Christmas. So around November, they'll do like around October, November, December, and then they'll get fired for January. Not fired, but let go.
Yeah.
By January.
So was he
Seasonal
like
employee.
in your truck with you?
He was in a truck, but what we usually do, we usually rent another truck so he could start driving. Before he even got to that stage, he started doing like bad stuff. Yeah, it was.
So
just
that's
that
why
bad.
you were getting investigated because you were
because
with
we were
him,
in the same truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like it's help. Because a truck fully, like I know you probably had a truck like that was loaded.
Yeah.
Like over 200 packages for that day, and I will let him go on one side of Coney Island. I do the other side. We walk back to the truck. Got to make sure the truck is locked. But that guy just fell for it. I guess he started transporting drugs back in the hood. Yeah. So,
Drugs, man.
yeah.
Haas's favorite.
I mean, for those of you that don't know, I don't do any drugs. I'm not like, honestly, I'm not like against it for other people. My views on this are interesting because I actually think, people should be. Yeah, I remember I'm on YouTube, so I think people should be able to make their own decisions. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But personally, for me, it is not a decision I make just because there's no reason why I need that or want that at all. So, I just don't need it. See, all right. See, Harry's approving of.
I'm just watching out for you, dog. Trying to get you canceled here.
Yeah. No. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us in the warehouse with Black. It's been nice to come back and what is it 37? FLEXCAST 37?
Never even announced what number it was.
I think this is FLEXCAST number 37. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. For Harry, Steve, Haas, and Black, we're out.
Deuces.